Hello, everyone. Welcome back on my YouTube channel. Today we have very special guest, Mr. Deep. He is working in a SDR role from last 2 years, and he is dealing international clients. The unique part is like he have already features on SDR Wall of Fame by Outplay, and today we are going to talk about how he is doing all these things, being an a tech guy. He has passed out from IEM, and now he is working in a sales. So don't forget to watch this entire video, and if you have any other query, please feel free to reach out. And you can also check out the SaaS coach which I have built for you only. Description में उसका link मिल जाएगा आपको. Welcome, Dave. First of all, thank you for being here. We would like to start with your journey as a tech guy, and then came into this SaaS. How that happened? How this is possible?
Yeah. First of all, thank you so much, Pratik, for inviting me. I really look forward to your content, and I really feel that Indian SaaS content needs you. To be honest, like because nobody who is. I guess there's nobody who's making content in Hindi, and
Right.
I can say as an SDR, when I searched on YouTube, like SaaS sales, I didn't find anyone doing this in India. So thank you for taking this initiative and doing this work. And yeah, talking about myself, yeah, I am an engineer. I I started my career in Cognizant. After my placement, I got into Cognizant, but uh, in Cognizant, I understood this is something that I don't want to do, like in the near future. And actually, I started exploring exploring different fields in the lockdown. Like I guess mostly everyone started doing that. We had time, a lot of time, and I thought, okay, I did my engineering, but I don't know much about the business side of the world, marketing, sales. What is that? How it is done? So I took, a lot of internships in sales, in marketing, digital marketing, understanding about the digital side of the world. And I did sales from edtech sales to B2C sales to B2B service sales before coming into SaaS sales. So I've experienced everything, in terms of in form of internships, you can say. And I understood that my as a personality that I have, tech sales is something that I want to go in. So my tech sales journey started in 2021 August in an HR tech company. Like after doing a tech sales, B2C sales, and B2B service sales. So after that, I joined tech sales, and from there my journey started. So yeah, that's in a nutshell about my journey.
Yeah, so that is very interesting. There are lots of viewer who DM me on a daily basis. They are into edtech, they are into B2C. How they can switch their career from B2C or edtech to SaaS B2B, right? If you can give a light on that part, how you
Yeah.
did it.
So one best part, like who are people who are trying to shift from B2C or edtech sales to tech sales, is that they have the sales experience, right? It's just that now they have to prove themselves. So I'll give you one example where how I got into Sixth Sense and Slintel. I did I took that as a job of an SDR. Like I didn't like went in a regular path of submitting my resume, then waiting for the HR to come back to me. What I did, I uh, went for five companies that I really want to work, looked at their website, searched what are they doing, who are their customers, and I actually what I did is prepared a cold call and a cold script for them, and I wrote a cold email to the HR like the sales manager or the not to the HRs, to the sales managers who will be my direct managers. I found them on LinkedIn. So I got reply from all of them. Like basically my aim was to bring that first meeting, what SDS has to do. So I got that meeting from all the five companies, and then I got into Slinton, Six Sense basically. So if
Yeah.
you if someone is trying to shift into SaaS sales, I would say prove your skills, not just tell your skills that I have communication skills, business skills. Why don't you prove those skills? Reach out to the managers, maybe cold call those managers. They will be happy because they are training their SDRs and BDS those skills. Prove them, and you'll stand out. That's what I also, I've written a post about it on LinkedIn.
Right. So this is very interesting. Even some of my previous job, I also got like this. Like I used to send cold mails with a
Yeah.
very unique subject line, and that what I
Yes.
can bring on table. So this is really interesting. One more thing. You are features as a as their wall of a fame, right? What
Yes.
is that? If you can explain how that
Yeah,
happened.
sure. So HDR Wall of Fame is basically an initiative by Outplay. Outplay is a sales engagement platform. So they actually did this initiative, and they actually made two initiative basically. That is, one is top 30 under 30 SDRs, and that is top 100 SDRs, which is the Wall of Fame. I got into top 100 SDRs in India, and basically there was a I won't say competition. It was an initiative where we have to participate, and we have to give our like we have to talk about self, what we did, how we used to shift it from like our journey. We have to speak our journey, and then there are all a lot of parameters on what they actually took this call. So it was a very interesting thing, by the Outplay what they did.
Okay, so they as a SDR, right? While you're working in SDR and you're reaching out to the people who are not from India, your mostly
Yeah.
clients are out of India, right? Uh, what is the unique thing, about your job, which you feel like if this job was not there, I couldn't survive, or maybe I was, less interested in my life, something like that. What
Uh,
makes this job interesting?
Creativity. One thing, one word, creativity. And I'll tell you why. Because as an SDR, for example, if I'm reaching out to a CEO of a 1,000+ employee company, imagine how many SDRs are reaching out to that person over calls or inbox. In my mind, I just think, how can I stand out from those SDRs or BDRs? I have to be creative, right? So that creativity is something that drives me every day, to do my job.
That's really interesting. And I literally feel every salesperson is an artist and he have to create the art of communication. That is
Exactly.
true. So what is the best way of getting anyone on demo? Like how you see that part, like reaching out to them and pitching a cold script or something like that, or you do something differently?
So actually, this depends. Like, where is your prospects are? Like, if your prospects are mostly on LinkedIn, go on LinkedIn. If your prospects more on emails, shoot them a cold email. If their prospects are happy to take cold calls, give them a cold call. Plus, this also depends on the strengths of an SDR. For me, my strengths are cold email and LinkedIn as an SDR, because I sell to salespeople mostly. I heavily rely on cold emails and LinkedIn outreaches. And for me, that really works. Yes, cold call I have to do, but that is not my primary go-to, outreach process. But I have to do cold call also, and I'm also learning the cold call process. But if you have to tell me how I book my most of my demos, it's from LinkedIn plus cold email.
That's nice. That's nice. If I talk about the LinkedIn, you have built your LinkedIn very very unique. A very good way. I can say this is one of the good profile which I can see on LinkedIn. Because there are lots of people who are doing lots of mistake in terms of LinkedIn, and the most important part, you are creating lots of content also, which is giving other people to opportunity to talk about those things, and they might be your client, they might be any people, and that's why I reach out to you, that I see
Yeah.
your content is very good and unique. So how you learn all these things, like as a SDR? I personally believe that being in a tech sale, you have to learn every day.
Yeah.
So what kind of content you follow, whom you follow, and what kind of blog you follow, if you can mention those things.
So content creation as a whole, before coming to sales, I was interested into content creation. I used to create content here and there on LinkedIn, not related to sales, related to lifestyle and all. I learned about content back in 2020 when I was exploring my, different opportunities. And so LinkedIn, I thought that it is one platform that I really to need to be consistent, because I'm a very inconsistent content creator. I've created content on LinkedIn, Twitter, everywhere. But LinkedIn, I thought it will give me business because my prospects are there. I sell to SDRs and BDRs, they are there, right? So when it comes to content creation, there is one thing that I keep in mind is that why am I creating content and for whom I'm creating content. For me, my why is I want to create content for SDRs and BDRs so that they can book more meetings in their job. And that is my persona. And talking about content inspiration, there are a lot of salespeople I followed and who helped me actually, not only in content, in my job also. If I have to name someone, few of them would be Josh Brown, Will Alred, and these are the two top names that come into mind. Jason Bay is another one. I used to follow his, webinars. He does a lot of free webinars, and it's a gold mine for SDS and VDS. So these are few people that are coming to into my mind right now. But there are a lot of people who, like, mostly these are people from the West. But in India, Pratik is there. He's creating content.
Thank you so much. Dev, one more thing. I would like to know, what is the difference, when you're working with the Indian client and when you are reaching out to international clients? How's the
Yeah.
response? Cause in India, there are lots of people who are afraid of making cold calls, reaching out to people, cause, they don't treat you very well, right? They just cut the phone or they just get angry or something like that. What's your take on this?
So when I started as an SDR, I was prospecting in the India market for HR leaders, basically. And what I understood is that cold call, I'll be honest, cold call, I don't think is that much appreciated in India. Like mostly people do cold emails or LinkedIn, but in US, and if you're selling to salespeople, it is appreciated. Like if you are very good with cold call, with your permission based openers, with your pitch, everything, they will actually take the call and they will listen to you. Because let's understand why they are doing, like appreciate that, because they have also done that job, or they have also like training their SDS and BDS. So when I write a good email, I got a lot of appreciation from my prospects. Like they come to the demo and they appreciate me. Or if I reach out to SDS and BDS and with the mindset to talk to them on LinkedIn, they appreciate, hey, your LinkedIn outreach is really great. Can I know how you do this? So I feel like, since I am reaching out to salespeople who are doing this day in day out, so they are more appreciative of this. But having said that, like US, like there's a culture of taking cold calls, or getting cold emails a lot, and people do appreciate if you can stand out, if you know their pain points, and if you know how to make your emails and your LinkedIn outreaches all about them, not about you.
True, true. And this is what happened, most of the time. And yeah, definitely people who are doing this will definitely appreciate your effort, how you're doing. So, how you use the, tools which is, easily available. So in India, there are lots of people who don't know how to use Lucia or how to use,
Mhm.
MailChimp or something like that. So which are the your favorite tools for reaching out the people? If you can talk
Right.
about little bit that.
Before saying that context, I'm not trying to sell my tools. It's just I use my tools. Like I use Slintel. It's a prospecting tool. I get information about my prospects, company details, tech stack. Everything related to my prospects, company. Six Sense is my parent company who acquired Slintel last year. So I also use Six Sense for getting to prioritize my accounts. To get to understand who are researching my company, who are visiting my companies. So these tools really help me as an SDR. Apart from these tools, there are tools like sales engagement tool that I use is Salesloft. There are a lot of sales engagement tool in the market, Outreach, Outplay, Salesloft, and the list goes on. Apart from that, I use Sales Navigator, one of the main important tool for salespeople. Also, I use Lavender. Lavender is basically a tool that helps you to write emails easily. So for any newcomer SDS and BDS who are just starting their cold emails journey, I really want them to use Lavender because it's a great tool. I have used that in my starting days, and it really helped me. So these are few tools that I use on daily basis, to make my life easy, to make my job easy.
That's nice. Thank you for sharing too many information. And definitely, if anyone wanted to know more about these tools, you can easily reach out to Deb on LinkedIn.
Anytime, anytime.
Deb, before ending up this video, I would like to know two major things. The first, as per you, what is the future of SaaS in India, especially for the SDR part? And the second, if you like to give any book recommendation to all of our viewers.
Awesome. So the future, I feel it's bright because I see many SaaS companies are growing in India, coming like starting from India and selling to the rest of the world. And when you build a product, what you need the next, you need to sell them. And for selling, you need SDRs, BDRs, AEs, right? So the future of SDRs, BDRs, and AEs are great in India. It's just that we need proper direction, we need proper training, and for the future SDRs and BDRs, and that's where I try to help as much as possible to anyone who reaches out to me and needs any kind of direction from my experience. And
Right.
talking about your second question, a book. I'll be honest, I'm not a book reader that much. I'm trying to be one. I'm trying to develop one. But one book I feel really helped me and also helping right now is Atomic Habits. So as an SDR, you have to build good habits, right? Because you have to have that habit of getting writing X number of emails or doing X number of calls to get that to reach your quota or overachieve. So how do you get those habits? How do you build those habits? I use this book. The frameworks that James Clear has written in that book is very easy to digest. I use those in my daily life apart from my work, and that is one book that really helped me. Apart from that, sales book, I have read one sales book. You can call that as a sales book. Is that how to influence people and make how to make friends and influence people.
Influence
So that
people,
is
right?
one book. How to deal with people basically. It's a book that I would say the information is something that we all know, but we actually don't implement those. So it's an eye opener for me to implement those things in my job, because selling is basically dealing with humans on daily basis.
Nice, nice. Thank you, Dave, for joining. It was great talking to you. Anyone have any query? If you wanted to have a word with Dave, reach out to his LinkedIn profile. He will definitely going to answer you. And yes, if you have any other query related to SaaS, you can reach out to me also. So take care. See you in the next video.